Today you will hear 7 quiet mistakes that block fat release. You will also hear simple fixes that restore normal momentum. No crash diets, no misery, and no magical promises. Just physiology, behavior, and the signals your hormones follow. Start with a pattern that steals your best fat-burning hours. Late meals can keep insulin elevated deep into your sleep. Insulin is not evil, but it is a storage signal. When insulin stays high, stored fat becomes harder to access. Your body spends the night processing food, not emptying reserves. You often wake up hungry, heavy, and oddly low energy. That morning hunger can push you into more snacking later. One fix is moving dinner earlier by 1 to 2 hours. Another fix is making the last meal simpler and protein-centered. A small gap before bed can help insulin settle down. That gap gives nighttime fat burning a chance to run. Think of sleep as a metabolic work shift you can protect. Now consider the signal that overrides almost every nutrition plan. Chronic stress keeps your nervous system in emergency planning mode. Cortisol rises to help you stay alert and ready. Short bursts are fine, but constant cortisol changes appetite. It can increase cravings and make you reach for quick energy. Poor sleep adds fuel to that stress chemistry. One night of bad sleep can raise hunger hormones tomorrow. It also lowers the hormone that tells you you are full. So you eat more while feeling less satisfied. You can train hard and still lose the recovery war. A practical fix is guarding a consistent sleep window. Dim light at night can support melatonin and deeper sleep. Slow breathing before bed can lower cortisol signals. A cooler room can help the brain stay asleep longer. Better sleep often leads to steadier appetite and better control. Next, look at what your workouts are really training. Cardio burns calories during the session, then it ends. Muscle burns energy all day, even while you rest. If you only do cardio, your body becomes efficient at it. Efficiency sounds good, but it means fewer calories burned over time. Too much cardio can also threaten muscle in a calorie deficit. Less muscle can mean a slower resting metabolic rate. Then you need more effort just to maintain the same burn. A fix is adding resistance training 2 or 3 days weekly. You do not need endless hours, you need progressive tension. Lifting tells your body to keep the engine, not shrink it. Then cardio becomes a tool, not the whole strategy. A balanced mix can support fat loss without burning you out. Another common mistake happens in the first meal of day. That first meal sets the tone for later hunger signals. A sugary start can spike insulin and then crash energy. The crash feels like low willpower, but it is chemistry. You get hungry fast and start chasing snacks. This is why many people feel hungry again by mid-morning. A better start is protein, plus some fat and fiber. That combination digests slower and steadies blood sugar. You may notice calmer energy and fewer sudden cravings. Even if you do not fast, the principle still applies. First, fuel choices can shape the whole day's appetite pattern. Now we reach a mistake that looks like dedication. Eating too little for too long can trigger conservation. At first, the scale drops, so you keep pushing harder. Then weight loss slows and fatigue starts creeping in. Your body senses scarcity and lowers its energy output. Thyroid signaling can downshift when low intake persists. You may feel colder, weaker, and less motivated to move. You also become more food-focused and easily irritated. That is not laziness, that is survival programming. A smarter fix is a planned cycle of intake. Use occasional higher-calorie days with nutrient-dense foods. Those days are not binges, they are controlled refuels. Refuels can help training hormones and long-term adherence. Then you return to a modest deficit with less stress. Consistency matters more than extreme restriction ever will. The next mistake is small, but it hits your cells fast. Low hydration can look like hunger and feel like fatigue. Your body needs fluid to move nutrients and clear waste. Minerals also matter for nerve signals and muscle function. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium support cellular energy production. If those minerals drop, your body can feel wired and tired. Cravings can rise because the brain wants quick relief. Some people confuse this with needing more sugar. A fix is drinking water early and through the day. Another fix is adding minerals, especially with hard training. Whole foods can supply potassium and magnesium more reliably. A pinch of salt can help some people feel steadier, Listen to thirst and energy, not just rigid rules. There is one mistake that hides behind a good workout. You can exercise 1 hour and sit 10 hours. That long sitting reduces blood flow and muscle activity. It also lowers non-exercise movement, which drives daily burn. This daily movement is called NEAT in research. NEAT can differ by hundreds of calories between similar people. Workouts cannot always compensate for a frozen day. A fix is short walks after meals when possible. Walking after meals can support glucose control and digestion. Another fix is standing up every hour for 1 minute. Small movement breaks keep muscles signaling and circulation moving. This is not extra cardio, it is metabolic maintenance. Your body notices movement patterns more than motivational speeches. When you combine these mistakes, the pattern becomes obvious. You are not broken, your signals are simply mismatched. Late meals plus stress can lock fat away overnight. Too much cardio plus low food can drain your engine. Sugary mornings plus dehydration can amplify cravings all day. Long sitting can cancel the burn you earned in training. The fix is not doing more, it is doing cleaner. Send steady signals that say safety, strength, and enough fuel. Eat earlier, sleep deeper, and train muscles with intention. Drink water with minerals, and keep daily movement alive. Choose a first meal that keeps blood sugar stable. Avoid chronic starvation, and use planned refuels instead. Protect recovery like it is part of your program. Fat loss becomes easier when your body trusts your pattern. It stops fighting you and starts cooperating with the plan. That cooperation is built by repeated calm signals. Progress may look slow at first, but it becomes steadier. Pick one change today and practice it for 7 days. Then add another change and let it stack. Do not judge progress only by one morning scale reading. Waist measurements and photos can show changes you miss daily. Training performance can also reveal whether your body is underfed. Persistent soreness can be a sign recovery. Signals are too weak. Late-night screens can delay sleep hormones and keep you wired. Even small light exposure can shift your hunger the next day. Alcohol at night can reduce sleep depth and worsen next morning cravings. Liquid calories can hide inside coffees, smoothies, and fitness drinks. Those calories still raise insulin and can slow fat release. Protein needs enough total food to actually build muscle tissue. Too little protein makes dieting harder and increases hunger later. Too much protein can displace fats that support steady satiety. Your best plan is the one you can repeat without constant strain. Be curious, not angry, when your body sends you resistance. With better signals, your metabolism can feel like it wakes up. If you found this useful, like and share it. Subscribe if you want more calm, science-based guidance. Fat loss becomes possible when your signals finally match your goals.